Hello everyone. It's James again. And in today's video I want to talk about something very important. And that's chronic put-downs. Or people that chronically put you down. That pretend to be your friends. Though these people may or may not be a narcissist. Don't be confused. This behavior is still toxic in nature. First and foremost, I want to let you know, there is a big difference between peers joking around with each other from time to time and being lighthearted. Then there is with someone being purposely mean to you over and over again. Because casually joking around with your peers is very normal indeed. Especially for us Americans. If we joke around with you, it's a good chance we like you. However, if someone does nothing but put you down in a mean and hurtful way, and there's more put-downs than them giving you positive words of encouragement, there's a good chance they are putting you down on purpose because they feed off the energy generated from this act. And putting you down is their way of lifting themselves up. And let me tell you, this is a toxic person to stay clear of. Because though they may mask themselves as your friend, their sole purpose is to feed off your pain. And to see how much you will take before you will break. I want to ask yourself a question. Some of the mean things these people say or have said to you, would you even think to say the same things to them? And the things they do to you, would you even think to do those same things to them? If the answer is no, there's a good chance that things that are being said and done to you are totally inappropriate and wrong. And the person doing such things to you knows they are wrong. That you will still be their friend no matter what horrible thing they say to you. And now you have taken on the role of being the punk. And all it takes to keep you in that role is for them to be nice to you once in a while. One day or even a week or two. There's no put-downs. And you feel like you are misreading the entire situation because of how nice they are now being to you. Then when you least expect it, they lower the boom on you with vicious put-downs and harsh comments. All the while they watch you squirm around trying to figure out why this is happening to you. Or you are just looking for a way out of the conversation. Because usually such put-downs are very personal in nature and can hurt any person inside. Again, there's a difference between two peers joking and laughing with one another. But the key words is with one another. And good friends know there are certain lines not to cross. Certain personal things you should never make fun of. Well, these toxic so-called friends will not only cross the line, they erase the line. Just to see if they can get away with it. And how much you are willing to take. These type walk away feeling charged up and great about themselves all at your expense. The problem is oftentimes, when this happens to someone they think to themselves, they are being oversensitive. And though it's good to do a self-check. Because, hey, you might be right. It might be a case of two peers hanging out and joking around. But again, ask yourself, though you are joking around, would you have said to them, or anyone else for that matter, what they said to you? Or does your common sense tell you that would be totally out of line? If your common sense tells you that it was totally out of line, then more than likely, it was indeed out of line for this person to say such a thing to you. And trust another person saying such things to you knows what they were saying was out of line as well. So then you have to ask yourself, why would anyone try to deliberately hurt their friend? And the answer is maybe this person was never your friend to begin with. Just like the person you are dating that turned out to treat you wrong. There are so-called friends that do the same thing. They feed off the hurt they cause others. And entrap you in this type of friendship by a series of initial good deeds. They too hit you with a sweet mean cycle. They treat you really really good. Then they treat you bad. Then they treat you good. And then they treat you bad. So forth and so on. And they also prey on the fact you will second-guess yourself regarding what's happening. That's how they stay successful with hurting you over and over again. You see, people that have a history of dating narcissists or other toxic people usually have a history of being mistreated by their peers and so-called friends. People you deem to be family or close. But when you look closely to the situation at hand, you realize this friendship was one-sided. That you were the only one that thought you guys were like family. The other person viewed you as a joke. And as someone to get their energy from. So how do we solve this problem? By doing the self-work and bettering ourselves. You see, this is why I just shake my head sometimes when I hear people say the answer to their problem is to stop dating. Or being closed to the idea of finding a good woman in their life. Or for a woman to find a good man. I have to shake my head because a person saying such things doesn't realize they more than likely were and or will be treated almost in the same way as they were by their dating partner. as by their so-called best of the best friends. So if they want to take that approach, they would need to live in the cave. And trust to know, such extreme actions aren't needed. What is needed is discernment. And walking away from a situation at the beginning that you see as bad. Again, ask yourself certain questions. While joking with a good friend, would you have said and did what they said and did to you? If you know that you wouldn't even dream of saying or doing such things to another human being, don't second-guess yourself. Start putting a good arm's length between you and this person. You can be nice and friendly if you cross their path, but don't seek them out so you can spend time together. You have to know it's okay to walk away from things that are bad and wrong. Oddly, good people tend to feel guilty for walking away from people that have treated them wrong. Those with Christian views and strong morals do as well. But we need to remember, we need to love ourselves as we love our neighbor. And the key words is love yourself, which I will talk about more in another video. Loving yourself isn't letting someone hurt you over and over again, hoping they will change, or hoping they will stop, or you notice one day they are nice to you, and in your mind you think they have seen the light. But in reality it's their way of reeling you in like a fish. What you have to learn is to use your gift of discernment, the gift of knowing what's right and wrong treatment. Because you will be amazed, the sooner you walk away from people that mean you nothing but harm. There are others out there that have good hearts and that will treat you good. But you will never know it if you continue to spend year after year thinking you are friends with someone that you're really not. Consistency is the key. People that are good to you won't be good today, and then mean to you tomorrow. They will be good to you today, tomorrow, and the next day. They may joke with you, but in a way that's lighthearted, and that doesn't take your spirit from you, but makes you feel good inside. Finding a good friend sometimes feels hard, but it's because you first need to master the art of walking away from friends that are fake. Like I always say, knowledge is power. The more we know, the more we can live happy and healthy lives. Until next time, bye for now, and be good to yourself.